Okay, today we're gonna talking about the advertising in YouTube. Actually, nowadays YouTube is the second highest media spending compared to the total industry. Okay, the first one that we already learned is about the Facebook advertising, right? The second one that is quite very popular in the market is YouTube. Okay, so today we were gonna learn what kind of media that you can buy in YouTube. Okay, and the main thing that you should know. Why? Why YouTube become very popular into the market? One key thing is because YouTube say that they are the number one platform that Thailand people from 18 to 64 use the most. Okay, and with YouTube, a lot of people can find a lot of content. Okay, they can explore a lot of content in the world. Okay, and the content that is in YouTube is also quite very credible. Okay, the information that upload into YouTube is the the information that people can trust. Okay, so that is the key thing that why people and the user always thinking about YouTube. Okay, if we look in the side in the term of the advertiser, right? YouTube is have more than 2 billion user monthly login into YouTube every day. And in terms of Thailand, YouTube is the number one most used social video platform for what is YouTube is finding out. Okay, and in terms of the advertising, the video that we are running in YouTube is getting a lot of quality of view in terms of only the advertise, right? Because of the ways that they charging the money and the way that people can decide to skip and all the things. I will explain to you later. Okay. Third one is the better viewability and brand safety. In terms of brand safety is in the digital industry nowadays, the content your advertising can show in many ways or in many websites, right? But with the system in YouTube will always screen the app the appropriate content that your advertising should be showing up. So it's just like they try to screen your brand from the inappropriate content. If any kind of content such as the violent, sexual things, all of that content, your advertising will never showing up into that area. Okay, so this is about the brand safety thing. The second one is about the viewability. As you can see that because of the main advertising in YouTube is in their video player, so the viewability to let people can see your ad is 95% on YouTube can see the ad in the advertising area for sure. So all these three things is the key thing. It's just like they can reach a lot of people. The ways, the quality of the video views into your advertising is also good. Another thing is about the brand safety and viewability. Okay. In terms of Facebook, YouTube also be the area that 50 give a lot of inspiration, empowerment, and happiness content to the world. Compared to 2000, in 2022, 50% is the number of the growth in the total hour of content upload to YouTube by Thai channels. So as you can see, that means that right now we have a lot of new creator, a lot of content that upload to YouTube every day, and minute and hour of the content is also incremental every year by year. Right now we have a lot of new creator and all of them is quite become very famous in their own ways. In Thailand right now we have more than 650 channel that have more than 1 million subscriber, right? And we also have more than 7,000 channel that have more than 100,000 subscriber. So as you can see that relate to all of this number can tell you what. Imagine that the channel that have more than 1 million people subscribe, but right now we have almost 600 to 700 channel. That is another opportunity to the brand to cooperate with a lot of YouTube creator. And also because of all this that can also telling you that means that people want to open the YouTube channel and and still get a lot of people to follow and be subscriber and create the view. In terms of the YouTube creator by themselves, they also have the chance to create revenue, create a business with YouTube. So relate to all of these things is make YouTube very strong in terms of both of they always have the new channel happen. The audience always have the new video to watch every day. In terms of the advertiser, you have a lot of opportunity to reach a lot of people with the platform. Okay, YouTube can also be the area that audience are highly engaged with the relevant content that they want. This is some stat that we are showing up from last year, 2022. We found out that we have more than 4 times incremental on watch time on the Thailand national football team in YouTube. 85% incremental in the watch time on the electric car, and 80% incremental on the property videos, and 60% incremental on the credit card video. All of these things tell to you that people always using YouTube to looking for what they are interested in, right? As you know, last year is the year that electric car is become very popular into the market, right? People using YouTube as a source of content to see the review, understand the function of the car and all the things, right? And also for the property, user use YouTube to be another source of content that make them make decision, or at least they can see the review of that property. Okay, as you can see that people can engage with the content that they want in many ways. Okay, let's going back to why we say that YouTube advertising in YouTube is quite very have a very high quality. Actually, because of YouTube have these 3 functions combined together, okay, to gain the attention from the audience. First one is viewable. As I tell you that YouTube say that they have viewability of their advertising almost 95% compared to the market and another place, right? That is because of YouTube have the advertising in their video player. So, and every time the intent of the people who are open YouTube is to watch something, to listen to something, right? So most of the time people will see the ad coming up for sure. So there is one critical that make people have make YouTube have a very high viewability. So that means people will see the ad. The second one is combined to the number of audio abilities, right? We say that 95% of YouTube ad always have sounds. So when people see both sound and listen to the see the ad and listen to the sound together, that that kind of thing can help incremental a lot of brand awareness. Okay, so with because of and because of the intent of the people open the YouTube is because you want to watch something and listen to something, right? So that means you can see the ad, you can listen to what are they talking about. So this is the key trigger that make YouTube is a little bit different from Facebook. Facebook is also always attack the people in ongoing, right? You are walking outside, you are maybe playing Facebook in a very crowded area, so sometimes you need not listen to the sound, but you can see the text, you can see the video, but you may can't listen to the sound. You may have to read the subtitle or something. But because of the intent of the people who are watching YouTube is, we are using YouTube during the timing that okay, I want to watch on something. So I sit down, pay attention, okay, or you may listen to some music, so you pay attention to what are you listening, right? So because of this audio ability plus the viewability makes the quality of watching the content is better. And when we combine all 3 of these together, right, viewability, audioability, and the number of watching, that help increase the number of awareness and ad recall and consideration more compared to the another media, right? The reason that we are talking about the watch time is because if compared to Facebook or some another platform, uh, YouTube have the function that they will charge the money only when people watching until 30 seconds or more to charging the money, right? That is one type of advertising that they have called skippable. But for the another one is unskippable ad for YouTube is 15 seconds. So that's mean the way they charging the money to the advertiser mean the people have to watch really at least 15 to 30 seconds of the advertising, right? So that kind of thing can help create better brand awareness at recall or consideration, and which is quite very different from another video platform or Facebook or TikTok that people may okay I swipe I see the ad, yeah I can swipe to escape from it, right? So this is another thing that YouTube uses to competitive with another platform. Okay, now let's see on how YouTube can reach the people in Thailand. Okay, YouTube say that they have 43 million YouTube population among all Thai people, right? And they say that 36 million of the YouTube population is the people who are older than 18. So that means YouTube trying to say that they can reach the very high potential audience who have the power to spending the money, who is the decision maker on buying or on something, right? So that is the thing that YouTube trying to say. Okay, right now, compared to the in term of reach, right? YouTube can reach around 90% of Thai people compared to the TV channel or another video streaming, right? In every age group, okay, from 18. They say that they can reach 18 to 24 people around 96% of the population. 25 to 29 is around 95%. 90% on 30 to 39 and 40 years old plus they can reach around 87%. So as you can see that YouTube can come to help you in the when you're doing the media planning, right? You have the media planning to planning on the TV, but if you can plus YouTube together, that can help you reach more people that did not watching TV. For example, the age in 18 to 24 that the usage of TV is low, quite very low, right? 65%, but YouTube can reach them almost 96%. Okay. With YouTube, we can drive the effectiveness and efficiency with the YouTube ad, right? How they can doing that? This is from the research, right? YouTube say that they did not drive only reach. They have the research say that 65% of YouTube viewers in Thailand, right? They have more potential to likely buying the product or brand that they see the ad from YouTube or they can see the review in YouTube. So that means the advertising in YouTube or the product placement or review that happen in video platform can help them have more of intent to buy. Okay. And they also have some research say that 89% of the YouTube campaign can also drive lift to the offline sale too. So that means running the ad in YouTube is the same with the TV, right? We're running the ad, people seeing it, people get the information about it, people interest about it, and they can go and buying something offline. Okay, and if compared to nowadays, it also can help drive people to buy online too. Okay, next one is they also say that around 1.3 times greater incremental sale compared to TV. So that's mean relate to the number of people seeing the ad in YouTube and compared to the ad in TV. YouTube can make better incremental sale than TV. That is from what YouTube is saying. Okay, and with YouTube, we can help if you combine the buying with TV and YouTube together, you have a chance to increment another 40% of the 18 years old plus people into your campaigns. Sometimes you can buy the TV alone and get a very high reach, right? But if you can combine YouTube and TV together into your planning, means you can incremental the reach from the TV buying alone. Okay. Okay, now we will see the ad placement that you can see in YouTube compared to what advertiser can get that advantage, right? First is normally is the home page is the area that audience can going in into the YouTube. In this area, advertiser can also greeting them with some advertising in homepage too, because they have one ad that they can show in the first page, right? And when people start to searching some video they want to watch, the advertiser can also see some video that relate to what they search. One thing that you always have to remember is YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. People use a lot of search in YouTube to find what they want, right? And YouTube is also have the is also under Google. Google is the owner of YouTube. So with the power on using the search engine in YouTube and Google together, right? Google can know that, okay, when people want to search to watching something, they can know that which kind of advertising they can bring into the search result to map with what audience is searching. Okay, so that means we can also deliver our advertising or our video to the people who are maybe have the same interest or have the intent to buy your product, and we can serve the right video to them in the search page, right? Last page is the watch page. The watch page is the page that we are open to watching the video, right? People can engage the video that they want, and advertiser can also explore their advertising to them too. So as you can see that the consumer journey in YouTube is be like this, and with their advertising now, advertiser can show their ad to all of the page that people is go. Okay, next one is, right now we'll go to the more important things compared to Facebook, right? Last time we are talking about how Facebook targeting the people, right? But YouTube can also doing the same ways, okay? YouTube divide the way we can targeting the people into three pillar. The first pillar is the demographic. You can select the age, you can select the gender, okay, and you can selecting the location. But the way you can targeting the people in YouTube is a little bit different from Facebook. Is, okay, sure, you can create males of and females, but in terms of the age group, you are not that freely to selecting. You have to selecting as a group. You may can selecting the people from 18 to 34 or 18 to 54, but you can select only the people 20 years old to 44, something like this. Every time when you're selecting the audience in YouTube, you have to select in as a group. First group is 18 to 24, second group is 25 to 34, and 35 to 44, 45 to 54, and 55 to 65, and 65 plus. So if you want to reach all of them, mean you have to selecting all the group, okay? Or for example, you said that, yeah, your target audience is the people 22 years old until 40 years old. So this means you have to select these three group of people. So means you may have to a little bit attack to the people who are also under 22, and you also have to reach people who are older than 40 related to this function of YouTube. But I think we don't have to worry about things that much, because actually YouTube can have another things to help to make sure that the people who are seeing your ad should be the potential of your product. Okay. Next one is about the location. Okay, sure. Setting the location in YouTube is also not that flexible compared to Facebook, right? Facebook, you can just pin the map, and using you can just pinpoint into some area. But for YouTube, you have to select the area, the provinces, and you can select only the central area, northeast area, south area, or maybe only in Bangkok. Okay, so you can select only these 5 locations. Okay, after you selecting the demographic, another thing that you can also do is you can use the audience signal. Because of YouTube is the product under Google, right? Right now, nowadays, you have using a lot of Google product every day, right? Right now Google has 9 products that people always interact with, right? You have Android, you have Google Map, you have Gmail, you have Google Search, and you also have YouTube. YouTube and Google can capture the signal of the audience. They can know that, oh, the owner of this mobile phone, what are they looking for? So they can map what are they interested with demographic and deliver the ad to the right people. So that is one way they can capture the audience signal. What are they using now? Okay. Another add-on is we can also targeting the content that they are watching in YouTube now. For example, that you are selling the car, right? So you can targeting them when they are watching the car review, or they are watching the channel that talking about uh, your competitor car or something. So combine the demographic, audience signal, and content together. YouTube and Google is quite very have the very strong way to deliver the ad to the audience. Okay. So it is the way that we can targeting out the audience in YouTube. Okay, now we will jump to the main points. We are talking about the ad format in YouTube, right? This is all the ad in YouTube that we have. First, I will introduce you the first ad group first. First one is what we call the skippable ad. The skippable ad, or I think this one is the highest one that you see every day, right? YouTube call them as a TrueView skippable ad. The TrueView skippable ad is the ad that you can click skip after the ad is run for 5 seconds. But actually, this kind of ad is the ad that we can buy in many ways. Actually, we can buy the ad in YouTube in 3 ways. First is buying as a lead, as a CPM. So every time when your ad is showing up to somebody, you have to pay the money to them. And the second one is the CPV model. We will pay only when people watching your advertising until 30 seconds and you pay. Okay. And another one is we will pay only when people create some action, such as click on the bottom, go to your channel, or click on the bottom, go to your website, something like that. But actually, for the skippable ad, is the ad that we always buy in the CPV model, because we want to make sure that we will pay the money to YouTube only when people finish watching 30 seconds of your video. Okay, so if your advertising is longer than 30 seconds, you will pay when people hit 30 seconds watching your video. But if your video is lower than 30 seconds, they will charge the money when people finish watching your video. Okay, so this is the first one, skippable ad. So that means every time when people click skip, you don't need to pay anything. Okay, but if you are buying this skippable ad in CPM model, means every time when your ad show into the YouTube system, you have to pay the money to YouTube. Okay, so I recommend that every time when you are planning to do the TrueView skippable, please use the CPV model. Okay, I think this one can be the best way to use the skippable ad. Okay, second group is the non-skippable and bumper ad. Right, bumper ad is the 6-second force view videos. The ad will run only 6 seconds. Okay, uh, it will be quite very short, but can grab a lot of attention. It's up to your creativity. Most of the time we use the bumper ad to just remind them to always remember about our advertising. Okay, the second one is the non-skippable one. The non-skippable ad is maximum range that you can do is 15-second force view. People can skip it. Okay, so we use it to drive the launching. When you have the launching, you want to force people to know about your product, you can use this non-skippable 15 second. Okay, these two type of advertising we always buying it in CPM model. CPM model mean, okay, every time when the ad is showing up into the system, you pay the money. Okay, but the way we charge is they will charge in every 1,000 impression that happen. Okay, so this model is the CPM model. Okay. Next one is the must-haves. Okay, must-haves actually is the ad group that we call in this group as the feed ad, the ad that show in the YouTube feed. Okay, in both home page, search page, or in the suggestion videos area. Okay, let's see what is YouTube CPM must-haves. YouTube must-haves is the ad that show in the home page, right? In this area, or if you are opening from your mobile phone, this will be the first video that you can see. Okay, this is the example when you use the YouTube in dark theme. Okay, actually the YouTube must-haves is in the past 2 years ago, they are selling as the cost per day. Only one brand can be run in this area for a day. But right now, YouTube just changing into the CPM model. So you can selecting the number of people that you want them to see the ad, right? And then how much impression that you want to buy in a day. Okay, so they are changing into this model last year. Okay, actually with YouTube masthead, this YouTube masthead can help you reach uh, the massive audience. If you're buying a lot of impression during the days or 2 days or a week, you can reach a lot of people because of actually most is in the YouTube mobile feed. When you open the YouTube mobile, right, the ad will be the first video that you will see. Okay, and some research from YouTube that says that with YouTube masthead, YouTube masthead can average at 92% at lift recall, mean they can help increase the brand awareness to the brand. Okay, and this is some example of the area and the pro and con between compare mastheads and the bumper skippable and non-skippable, right? Let's go through on this. For the strength, mastheads is drive high impact and fast reach in the home page. So when people open it, people will see your ad, right? So if your ad is catchy, you have the very good creativity, people will see your ad and they interest to click and watching it. Okay, but the strength of the bumper and skippable and non-skippable is the ad is playing in Steam watch page. So that means you can deliver the good rich message to the audience. If you use the force view on skippable, people will see your ad for sure. They can't ignore it, right? But okay, masthead maybe a little bit, okay, you see it, but you can also ignore it, right? So okay, what is the thing that you should be aware about masthead and these three things? The mastheads have the biggest gap of attention less to deliver the rich message. Mean because of sure, mastheads is on the top, right? So you open YouTube and you see, oh, this one is ad. You can script it. You can just go to escape from it, right? But if we what should be the thing that you should be aware about the bumper and skippable and non-skippable is actually because of the cap at a certain risk level. When you want to own high shelf voice, right, you need to increase a lot of money to make sure that you can export a very high number of reach. So comparing to this one is mastheads can help you reach a lot of people with the fastest way. You may spend a lot of money in one day, but you can reach almost 90%, 70% of the people in Thailand. But for the YouTube bumper, skippable and non-skippable, you have used a lot of time to reach all of that people. So it is the different way. So that means we should use YouTube masthead to help bring up the reach to your campaign in the first day. Okay, this is some research. They say that the brands such as Samsung also get more than 2 times target reach compared to the cost per day masthead with the CPM masthead. Okay, and the cost per reach is also 20% lower compared to the old model. For Downy, they can reach 62% of the people from age 18 to 34 with YouTube masthead. And they also say that 18% incremental reach from adding masthead into to the variety of their ad in YouTube. So that means masthead can help increase the reach around 18% to the campaigns. Okay, and 1.5 times click to website versus to the another kind of ad in the industry. Okay, and for Gillette, they say that 3 times more reach in the male group 18 to 44 versus the non-demographic target. Okay, so it's just like because of YouTube mastheads, you can also targeting the people by selecting only the demographic. Okay, so Gillette when they are running the ad, they select only male, so they can reach better people compared to the non-demo, right? And they also have the 54% increase of brand query in the google.com. So that means YouTube masthead can also help increase the brand awareness almost 50%. Next one in the in-feed ad is what we call search feed and watch feed, right? every time when you're searching something in YouTube, you can also see some advertising in the middle of the search result. This is what we call in-feed search. Okay, and during you are watching something, and when you scroll down, you will see some suggestion video, right? You can also add the advertising into the in-feed video ad. Okay, the in-feed video ad, the way they're working is they will see that the audience, what are they search. If your product and your video is related to what they search, they will bring your video to show. But it's not the organic. This one is you have to pay the money into the system. So the system will bring your video to placement. Okay, you have to set up the right way, the set up the target as I tell. Okay, and when people seeing it, they can click and go to the videos that we want. And when they go into the video, we can also put the call to action bottom under the video. If people interested in this product and they see the ad and they like it, they can click and go to shop now. This is another add-on that we can do. Okay, so we can apply this kind of things like a search advertising too. This is what they look like in our mobile and desktop, right? Okay, in mobile, they will auto pay around after 2 seconds. Okay, and this is in the desktop search feed, right? You can see some ad. They have the logo of advertising, so people will know that, oh, this one is the ad. And during you are watching the video in the on the right side, they can show some video ad here too. But make sure that most of the video in this area should be relevant to the things that should relevant to the audience that watching this video. Okay, next step is all of that is the ad that sell in YouTube nowadays. But in realistic is how we can buy the ad in YouTube. We can buy into two ways. First way is the auction. Auction is the system that they allow the advertiser to buying the ad by themselves. Okay, but the ways to do the auction is YouTube. YouTube use this auction system to be the criteria to bring the ad on. So if you are buying the ad in the system by yourself, you have to tell to YouTube that okay, how much money you want to pay to getting your ad go into the YouTube system, right? So the high if you pay more, sure your video will be showing up. But actually the same as what in Google. The auction is maybe one criteria. The cost per CPM or cost per video view. If you give them high, sure your video will have more chance to showing up. But they also check another thing such as the relevancy of the audience and the video that you are wanting to run. Okay, so that is what we call the auction system. You have to buy by yourself. Okay, the second one is what we call the reservation. The reservation is the ad that buyer have to, the buying ways is have the fixed rate card. The media that you want to buy already have the fixed rate on the advertising. But the auction, you can pay lesser or more, it's up to you, right? Because it's an auction ways. But for the reservation is the advertiser also need to booking that ad through the sorry, you have to booking the ad to the Google representative people. Okay, you can buy it by yourself. Okay, let's see what kind of ad is in the auction. The skippable, non-skippable, bumper ad, and feed ad search ad can also buy in auction ways. You can auction by using the CPM, CPV, or CPV. You can do all of that. So as you can see that means most of the ad you can buying by the auction ways. Okay, only one ad that I close here is the ad that you have to buy from the reservation is the CPM masthead. Actually, the CPM masthead you can buying it. The way to buying it is you have to go into the system and booking by yourself first, and after that the Google representative will be the one to running it for you. So you can booking by in the system, but you can't run by yourself. Okay, but the cost is will be around this. If you are running the masthead without any selecting target audience, you may have to pay around $1 per 1,000 people. But if you add on demographic, you may have to pay more to 41. If you want to add more interest or another thing, you have to add another 5 baht per CPM. Okay, so that means the more targeting detail that you give, the masthead will be more expensive, right? They have the minimum buy per day is around 400K that you have to buy. Okay, this is for the ad for masthead. The another group is this one, the YouTube Select. The YouTube Select is actually is just like this. It's like the new packaging approach to help you reach the easiest way that you can reach the more relevant content with with the Google with the YouTube system. Okay, they divide the YouTube Select into two groups. First one is line up, another one is load box and custom pack. Okay, what is line up? Line up is the YouTube generate package based on topic, audience, and or moment. Okay, they call it as a line up. But for load box and custom pack is they drive the band associated with key moment, sport, music, original or content and more, right? We can see, so this is what we call the topic, right? YouTube, actually right now in YouTube have many topic or many content, right? So they can gather that kind of content to be one topic, and you can buy the ad to only one topic that you want. Okay, this is what we call the topic and lineup. Okay, so this chart is also can help you understand more how we can use the contextual solution. But I want you to just see only this lineup, right? Lineup is the collection of channel using the algorithm to combine them together. So it's just like, okay, you can tell to YouTube that I want to buy this lineup and run the ad across this lineup only. Okay, but for load box is this. Load box is you want to block 100% share of voice on the channel and the channel that you want. That is what we call load box. For example, you may, oh, I want to get 100% share of voice in Workpoint channel or in GMM channel or Genie Record channel. You can buy with the load box. Load box can buy in two ways: cost per day and CPM. Okay, but for line up is they will have the group a branch of channel together. You can't buy 100% share of voice because of the channel that they are grouping have very high impression to sell. Okay, and the minimum spend, I think the minimum spend here is don't important to you now, but you can know that, okay, if you want to buy, for example, if you want to buy the lineup, you need to spend around 650K maybe per month. Okay, but for load box, if you are buying as a cost per day, you have to buy at least 1.3 million baht. Or if you want to buy in the CPM, the minimum buy should be 1.3. Most of the time we use load box in a very short period of time, maybe run in a days, 2 days only. Okay, but for line up we can use it maybe a week or a month is okay. For the custom pack is you can select the channel that you want by yourself. You may select the 20 at least 20 channel that you have to select, right? And you just buying the impression to that channel. Okay, so actually for line up is just like they already grouping the channel that relevant to what you want. But for the custom pack and load box is you have to tell to them that, okay, I want to running the ad to this channel. So this one is more selective. It's just like you custom selective by yourself. Load box and custom pack is the same. You have to pick up one. But for the lineup, it's just like they already grouping. I will have the example of the lineup. Okay. Actually, the ad that we can buy in lineup, custom, and load box is the TrueView, skippable, non-skippable, and bumper. And all of them have to buy in CPM model only. So that means every time when we're running the lineup, custom lineup, or load box, we will running the non-skippable 15 seconds to make sure that we get the highest highest awareness and impact to the campaign, right? So you have to choose which kind of ad that you want to run, and after that you have to select the lineup name or ID of that lineup. or you just tell to YouTube the target channel that you want. Okay, so this one is quite customized, right? You select the channel that you want to running the ad on only that channel, but for lineup they will grouping the lineup. This is some example of the lineup that they have, right? For example, they may have the K-pop lineup. They will run your advertising across very famous K-pop channel such as Blackpink, SM Town, JYP, something like that, right? So you can't select the demographic much if you're running the lineup, but actually you can add on some demographic more, okay? Because sometimes you may say, oh, K-pop lineup, the people will be quite very mass. So you can narrow down it with some selecting some age, okay, and some interest to help. Another thing, this is some example of the country music, Thailand country music, right? This is some example. Line up the music line up, which is will be quite very wide. They combine both K-pop, rock music, and GMM channel together. Food, okay, you can run the ad across all many famous food channel in YouTube. Or creator, you can use this lineup to reach the famous YouTube creator in Thailand. TV Plus, you selecting only the this is all the channel that is the TV channel owner, but they also have very strong video view in YouTube too. So there's channel 3, Workpoint, or 1. Mingalaba. You can also target the channel that is maybe in Myanmar, and because of in Thailand now we have a lot of Myanmar, Cambodia, or Laos people living in Thailand, right? So if you want to targeting them, you can buy this Mingalaba lineup to target that worker. Parenting, Gen Z, okay, the channel that Gen Z love to watch. Architecture, agriculture, celebrity, okay, the celebrity who transform themselves to be YouTuber, radio, they are radio channel or podcast, and they also have the YouTube channel, automotive channel, or motorcycle lineup, or sport, or men lifestyle, the channel that focus on lifestyle of men, or gaming, the channel that playing games, Steam game, or the channel that have tech review, or the women worlds, the women who loving to travel, something like that. Beauty influencer, okay. So as you can see that YouTube can generate many lineup group, so you can pick one to help when you want to. You may thinking that okay, using lineup may be another way to reach a lot of potential people using only the content, the content of each channel to help, right? Okay, this is the cost. Okay, actually if you run the 60 seconds skippable, the CPM will be around this, but if you add some demographic on, for example, you want to reduce the number of, you will focus only some age group, and if you're doing that, the CPM will be increased. Okay, if you run 15 second non-skip, right, with the lineup pack, you may have to pay around this baht, right, per 1000 impression. Okay, as you can see that the minimum buy is 600K for 30 days. Okay, but if you buy the lineup TV Plus, you have to burn all the impression within 30 days. Okay, and for the custom pack, after you selecting 20 channel you want, right, but this is some CPM that you have to do. Okay, okay, that is all the way the ad in YouTube can be sold. Okay, but we can see this slide, the last slide, to thinking about, okay, if you have the task, right, to do. For example, if you want to reach the awareness, actually YouTube have the way to targeting the people in two ways. First one is audience targeting. You selecting the audience that you want to targeting them from the system, or you just use the content targeting. by the roadblock, custom pack, or lineup. Actually, all of this help you about the awareness area. If you want to create the awareness, right? Roadblock and custom pack, mastheads, and two-wheel bumper can help you increase the awareness. But if you're starting to want them to consider about your product, right? Line up, non-skippable, in-feed, or two-wheel skippable can come to help. Okay, but if you want to create action, your video should have some call to action bottom in the in under the videos that can also help people to create the action. Okay, so this is just like the idea that okay, if I want to reach a lot of awareness, you may use focus on using these two group of ads. But if you want to create a better consideration, you can use these two of ads, right? Okay, so that is all about the advertising in YouTube. Actually, the ad in YouTube right now is not that complicated, but the hardest thing is will be what will be the people that you want to reach them. Okay, the simplest way is we buying the skippable ad. That one is quite a very norm and easiest one. You're just selecting the audience that you want, you're selecting their interest. The same with Facebook, and you just run the skippable ad with CPV model. That is the easiest one, right? But in some time, you launch the campaign, you want your campaign to be very big. Okay, you can start your campaign with masthead, and you use some roadblock or custom pack to create a very huge reach to your main target audience, something like that. This is just some idea that you can use, right? But I think it's good for you to just know and understand that okay, right now YouTube have the way to sell the advertising in many ways. Okay, you can buy by yourself using the auction ways, buying the skippable, non-skippable, or bumper ad. You can use the masthead to help increase the big reach during the first 2 days. You can just use the lineup to reach many channel that you want, but very focused, right? Because the reason that why they have line up, custom pack, or load box is because sometimes client don't want their advertising to go outside some channel that they believe. They want to run only in some channel, and sometimes they use this to very easier to make sure that the people that they reach is the right target audience. Okay, but it doesn't mean that the bidding system is not good now. The bidding system also can reach the right people, but sometimes you may be not quite very sure, right? That oh, my audience is what age? Because sometimes your audience age group may be wider than what you think. But if you try to just oh, I want to reach the people who love in Korea. I am the Korea travel company. I want to promote my Korea travel package, right? So how you will know that okay, who should be your target audience? You can buy the lineup for K-pop. All of them may be the people who always want to go to Korea one days, something like that. That is the way that you can select to use the lineup, reservation, or using the auction ways, right? Okay, so that is all about the YouTube ad. Okay, actually, I think in when you are doing the planning, YouTube and Facebook is the most important media that you should be recognized and using them wisely. Okay, so make sure that you understand both of media quite very well. These two one can help you a lot into your workshop project or in this class, right, for your final exam. These two media will be the main lead media that you have to use for sure. Okay, thank you for today. Let's see. I will post another video soon. Okay, that will be cover another famous platform for the paid media. Okay, next video will be the last video for paid media. Okay, see you later on the next video.